Time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see, last season's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Hermstreet. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. The Bulldogs offense comes on the field first today. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done. Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch. Down for this offense.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down. Looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not on 4. A solid gain on that pass. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and always will be, especially on the perimeter. The quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And we're going to throw now on first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a great start in this big playoff game.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He can go. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are, but you just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
Now the offense is set up with a short field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Now run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives them a fresh set of downs from the 22.
Now, how about that? Good job by the offensive line. The quarterback, they pick up this 1st down here on 3rd down and 1 with the QB sneak. There are a lot of bodies crowding around that line, who's able to find just enough space to pick up the 1st down and a new set of downs.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. It's a big pickup after the catch. More importantly, holds onto the ball despite taking a huge hit.
Yeah, Chris, that's the thing that really stood out to me. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold on to that ball because of that big hit, but he does. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he gets big positive yards. And
touchdown, Clemson, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And the completion made. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. Here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And now the running back's got it again. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never built this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing. boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He finds the running back in the flat. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a 4th down now. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! And the game just good enough for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Escapes the pocket.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Wideout's now clustered. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Lets it go quickly. Caught, he's wide open, look out. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Not able to connect. Incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They're going to run it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers and make the play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
See if he can make the play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. The last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll run it here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And it falls incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a solid gain, moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return. The pick sets up his offense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the 1st half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Short connection to the tight end here. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on 1 guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And he drops back in the gun. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Just trying to get rid of it. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down. And the Tigers will line up to punt it away. And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick grab. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Missed this receiver. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And this time it's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there, trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. The pass rush closing in. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
There's a throw underneath to the back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Running back has it on the screen now. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Looks right for a quick completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down. Looking to throw the football. He's got it right near the end zone. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Touchdown, Fresno State, to put them on top now. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Play action here on first down. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And we're going to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game. But they did it in a big way there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. And the Tigers will line up to boot it away. Offense goes backwards on this drive. It's on to punt it away now. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. Clock running in the final minute here of the 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Quick pass, the catch is made. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's stopped, but he gets a 1st down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. But Fresno State has the lead here. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The defense came out ready to go on that second down and short. No chance for the offense, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Can he get there on the ground? Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. This offense cannot be stopped. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Clemson offense gets back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. A deep shot to the right. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Pressure is coming. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Tried to make something happen on the run, but nobody opened it.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And this pass is caught. Ball carrier tackled at the 2, a solid gain on that completion. The Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a threat to this offense to have a weapon like
I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. He hands it off from the gun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Caught to the right. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a full 4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. And right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's caught. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And, you know, who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
BAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kick is wrapped up by the hands team, and that should be enough to secure the victory. They can kneel down and get out of here with a W. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Fresno State.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Musim able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that previous play. The shotgun running play call. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because he can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
It's victory formation. The quarterback will kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.